Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Back in the days when he was a penniless, struggling comedian, Richard Gadd could never have imagined the TV series he was penning at home in his tiny flat would end up a global hit. This week, the creator, director, and star of the Netflix series Baby Reindeer said he was crying with happiness at news from the US that the controversial show, which has been viewed more than 85 million times and purports to be a true story, had received not one but 11 Emmy nominations, 3 of them for him alone. "You have made a little boy from a tiny Scottish town's dreams come true," gushed the 35-year-old in a statement in which he thanked members of America's National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. "I hope this is a reminder for anyone going through a hard time right now to keep going. There is light in the darkest of rooms. Fight hard and you will find it," he added. No mention, of course, of the bitter and burgeoning fallout from the 7-part series about the dark and twisted relationship between a penniless, struggling comedian modeled on and played by Gadd and his older female stalker, a character named Martha who is played by actress Jessica Gunning in the show. No mention, either, that the woman identified as the real-life Martha, 58-year-old Aberdeen Law graduate Fiona Harvey, has blasted Gadd's show as the biggest lie in television history. Last month, she launched a blistering $170 million, £132 million, legal action against Netflix in California, one which looks set to heat up at the same time as the 76th Primetime Emmy Awards in Los Angeles in September. This week, in an exclusive interview with the Mail, her lawyer Richard Roth, of the Roth Law Firm in New York, told me that the Emmy nominations were just the latest slap in the face for Harvey who, he said, had suffered a life-changing tragedy as a result of brutal lies told about her in Baby Reindeer. There was some suggestion that the series shouldn't have been nominated for Emmys because of this ongoing issue, he said. The Netflix claim that Baby Reindeer is a true story is clearly false. He said Harvey, who lives alone in a high-rise council block in London, has been left vulnerable by the controversy. "She's afraid," said Roth. "She's afraid to go out in case people shout at her in the street. She's had death threats online, people yelling at her that she's a stalker. It's pretty unbearable for her to have been thrust into the limelight. What's happened to her is just wrong." Harvey's lawyer is not alone in his thinking. Last month, a high-profile Hollywood journalist called for the Emmy's 25,000-strong Academy to snub Gadd and Baby Reindeer because it is a lie and not awards-worthy. Matthew Belloni, former editor of The Hollywood Reporter and a founding partner of Hollywood-based media company Puck, pointed out that Netflix had stated at the very beginning of the Baby Reindeer series, "This is a true story." Only in the end does it acknowledge that scenes and characters have been changed. And it worked. Everyone watched, high viewership led to great buzz, which led to awards attention, all thanks in part to what we now know is a lie. When Baby Reindeer first launched on Netflix in the UK back in April, Gadd claimed he had disguised the on-screen identity of Martha. Perhaps inevitably, it triggered a frenzied search for the real-life Martha. Given that Gadd had used some of Harvey's genuine tweets in the show, it didn't take internet sleuths long to work out who she was. Both Martha and Harvey are Scottish, both studied law at university, both are around 20 years older than Gadd, and both bear an uncanny physical resemblance to each other. Like her lightly fictionalized alter ego, Harvey met Gadd in the North London pub where he was working behind the bar nearly a decade ago. But while Martha is portrayed as a twice-convicted stalker who was sentenced to prison, Harvey insists she has no stalking convictions. Roth queries Netflix's decision to state Baby Reindeer was true without first checking the facts. Why didn't they contact her and fact-check or give her a chance to comment, he asks. A lot of things are just false in the story. For them to literally just ignore her and not look to see that she was never convicted, not once, it's stupid or it's very brazen and very intentional. Netflix has made a lot of money from this. They could have checked, but it's lick.